Hey everyone, welcome to another match of Grixis Zombies, match 1 of 5 going up today, playing against G-Tron in this matchup. Of course, as usual, the deck tech is always posted first in the mornings. There's a link in the description of this video, so make sure you check it out if you want to learn more about Grixis Zombies. So we're at the mulligan here, but this is an okay 6. Could use some red mana, obviously. So we see the Urza's Mine, the infamous Urza's Mine. We draw another land, but not the land we want. Luckily, this is actually not that bad. I mean, even next turn, even if we don't draw another land, we get Death Baron. I feel like we're getting set up for a turn 3 Tron here. Okay, well, we get a colored land, but not the color we want. But Death Baron will do something. I feel, yeah, Warping Whale, right? That's probably what we're about to see. Yeah, okay. Kind of funny that they targeted Gravecrawler. In my books, that is a sign that people are worried about graveyard shenanigans, which I mentioned in the deck tech. We don't do any of those shenanigans, so they made a big mistake not targeting Champion of the Parish there. Although I think actually they were Champion of the Parish was out of. Oh yeah, okay, they couldn't target it because there's a limitation on Warping Whale. So never mind. They had no choice. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, so I actually target Champion of the Perished, which I think is fine. I prefer 6/5 Menace. Just in case we see like a Worm Coil Engine or something. Yeah, either way we win. Okay, cool. Alright, so that's a quick game 1. We put enough pressure on our opponent even though we didn't have the right colors to play Dreadhorde Butcher. So now we could bring in a lot of hate. And what's funny here is that I don't even think I bring in Alpine Moon. Only because I think our main is sufficient. We have Counter Squall, which I brought in, which I favored over Alpine Moon. I think in retrospect I probably would have brought in Alpine Moon. Just because it's worth it. But no, here, that was my call. I decided let's stick to permission and not land hate. But I think it was risky there. So if I end up winning this game, it was probably a bit of luck. I think Alpine Moon is a smart card to have. Alright, actually that was great. Exactly the card we wanted to draw. Because now we can play 2 of them. Pump up Champion of the Parish twice. And we could have a pretty quick game here. Next turn we're actually going to be hitting our opponent for quite a bit with Death Baron. And again here you can see how much work Champion of the Parish is putting in for this deck. You don't realize the 2 damage, the 3 damage, the 4 damage, and then boom, you're dead. And, you know, G-Tron does tend to be a turn slower than just straight up Tron. Okay, here you see, okay. So here I'm playing 3D chess. Well, at least that's how I like to frame it. And by that I mean I'm giving up permission mana. Obviously for Counter Squall. Now if I played Death Baron, if I do the math real quick, that would have been 1, 2, 3, 4 extra damage. Which would have put them at 6 instead of 10, but realistically they're just dead next turn anyway, so I'd rather keep mana up for Counter Squall. Because our opponent's not going to see it coming, and yeah, there you go. So counter squall, and now they'll probably scoop. They're thinking, okay, I'll be at 1. It's not going to be enough. So that's where, you know, that's a good play. Well, obviously it's a good play. I'm going to say that. It was me who did it, but yeah, it's GG here. If we had just played Death Baron, yeah, we'd have got our opponent down to 6, but then Karn would have resolved. And we might have run into, you know, Snaring Bridge or something. Okay, sure, that's fine. Yeah, we still win. It wasn't enough. GG. Alright, so that's how we take, you know, quick care of G-Tron, putting a lot of pressure on our Tron opponent, and they were just not fast enough. Or not, you know, anticipating a counter spell in a zombie tribal deck, let's put it that way. So that's where I think Counter Squall really shines in this deck. Just no one sees it coming, and boom, you win the game. Let me know in the comment section down below. It's a short match, but I think it was still an interesting match to watch and demonstrate how this deck does. But yeah, let me know what you thought about those 2 games and the game, you know, the different lines of play that I chose. Not that they were necessarily complicated, but I just like going back and forth with you. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content in general, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. It really goes a long way to help me out a lot. If you want to become a member here on YouTube, hit that join button, which should be in and around that subscribe button. Check out the different membership tiers and the different perks you get at each tier. You know, I'd love to have you as part of my YouTube community officially as a member. And I think the membership tiers are pretty interesting, have some cool little features in there. So check it out. I would really appreciate your support. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, share my content on social media, watch my content start to finish like you're doing right now. It really does go a long way, so thank you for that. Lastly, if you want to become a patron, check out the Patreon link in the description of this video. Check out the Patreon Rewards program. In a nutshell, you give me money every month. I use that money to buy sealed product, which I open up on this channel, and then I give you back that money in the form of rares and mythics at the end of every year. The longer you're a patron, the more rares and mythics you get. Basically 1 rare mythic for every month that you're a patron. And the value of those rares are anything really between $3 and $15. Some of them go even higher, as you know. So even if you average out about $5 per rare, that's $5 a month, you get your money back, but odds are you'll make more. Anyway, all that information is on Patreon. There's a video on there that explains it all. We really appreciate your support either way. Thanks, and have a good one.